I am in downtown West Bend. Actually, downtown West Bend kind of begins right over here at the stoplights. I am parked in the Westbury Bank parking lot. For as long as I can remember, there were a couple of buildings on South Main Street that were just run down, looked terrible. Now, just to give you an idea, I don't even know if that one is still, let me show you here. Okay, I'm gonna turn this around. So there's Riverside Brewery right there. And then right next to it, there's that brownish house. Honestly, I don't know if anybody lives in that house either right now at this moment. But to the north of Riverside Brewery here, used to be, there still is one building, that white building there on the left. But that's, I'm pretty sure that's coming down too. There was another building connected, or not connected, but next to it, where you obviously can see it's been torn down. Yeah, these two buildings that were here have been an eyesore for quite a while here in downtown. And I remember walking by and looking in them, and I'm thinking to myself, there's no way anybody's going to renovate these. These are just too far gone. I think I actually looked in them last year when I was at the winter warm-up. I didn't film it this year. It's where they do the ice sculptures. It just happened to be like 45 degrees. We had a warm spell during that, and by the time I saw the ice sculptures, they were already melting and didn't look good, so I decided not to film it this year. But yeah, these two buildings here, I guess are finally coming down. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know if Riverside Brewery plans on doing something with it, or if something is going to be built on the site. I have no idea. But it's about time, really. I mean, these two buildings have sat vacant for at least 10 years, at least. And that's prime real estate right here downtown in West Bend. So finally something's been done about it. They tore the one down. I'm assuming they're tearing the other building down as well. That would be my guess, because the fencing does go up to the other side of that building over there. So I think both of these will be a thing of the past. I just thought I'd stop by and show you. I don't know what kind of businesses were in these two buildings, if any, or if it was just a residence forever. That one on the left that's still standing, that looks like it was probably a business at one point. But the one that was here, I don't know. I don't even remember what it looks like now, to be honest with you. That came down though within the last 5 days or so. So yeah, they're finally tearing down these houses. Again, I don't know what's going to be going on here, but they're right next to Riverside Brewery. There's Riverside Brewery, and there's where the buildings used to be. So a little update for you in downtown West Bend. All right, kind of an update to the update. That's Riverside Brewery, and I showed you earlier that one of the houses was torn down and one of them wasn't. They're both gone now. Both of those houses to the north of Riverside Brewery are gone. I don't know what's going on as far as development or anything. They finished tearing down that other house, and those are both gone. Now on the other side, the south side, there's that brown house that I had mentioned earlier. I think something's happening there too. Yeah, there's no way they're going to be able to save that house. I'm looking at the corner, and the corner just looks like it's falling apart. So I'm assuming they've already got that roped off over there. And there was a little shed that was right next to that house that's down. I don't know if they knocked it down or if it collapsed. But I think that brown house on the south side of Riverside Brewery, that's also going to go away. Now, in my opinion, what I think should go here, a parking lot. They'd have to put a lot of fill in because it's like a steep hill back there. It's a sloping hill that goes down towards the river. But I think a parking lot would probably be a good idea in this particular area, because parking is kind of hard to come by in this area, especially if Riverside Brewery's busy or downtown's busy. The bank building is for bank parking only. I'm just pulled in here for a minute, and I'm not going to stay here, so I'm leaving. But the bank parking is basically bank parking. Well, it says here on that sign, I don't know if you can see that sign, reserved for customers currently conducting bank business. Bank is closed for the day. There's downtown right there. After bank business is done for the day, people park here for the Riverside Brewery. I think that building to the south, the Riverside Brewery, is going to be going away as well. Now, next to that is an old bar. It was called a bunch of names. The last bar, it was called Shots. That's been empty for a couple years now, but they have building materials outside of it. So I'm assuming, and I did see a building permit sticker in the window, so I'm assuming something's going on where that old bar was. Here, let me zoom in. Now to the south, like right. I'm trying to get it right there. To the south right there, it says Shots on it. SCHOTZ. Yeah, there, as you can see, there's some construction, some building construction equipment there. Plywood and all sorts of stuff. So something's probably going on there. But that brown building right there with the tree in front of it, I think that's coming down too. I do see a building permit in the window, but I'm looking at that structure and there's just no way. I do not see that structure being rebuilt. I could be wrong, but I don't see it, because the one corner is just here. And if you could see that one corner of the building right there, see that? Looks like it's, yeah, I don't think that can be saved. I don't know. Just my opinion, but I don't think that building's going to be staying up. I think it's going to be coming down. So got some interesting here in West Bend. All right, we are at Old Settlers Park in downtown West Bend. There's something missing here. The gazebo. There was a little at the top, right up there. That is gone. And again, I didn't notice this until yesterday when Mrs. Yogi and I were driving by. So Mrs. Yogi sent me actually this morning an article from the Washington County Insider, courtesy of Judy Steffes. She lets us know what happened. In October, a 19-year-old woman from Kiel was apparently driving under the influence and hit the gazebo, taking out one of the support beams. So they took that down. I never even noticed it was gone. I drive around here pretty frequently, dropping off deliveries, picking up stuff, and I never even noticed it was gone. But apparently in October, a 19-year-old woman who was arrested for her first, I think, offense, took out one of the support beams, so that's getting fixed now. I don't know if it's going to be ready in time for the summer. I have no idea. But yeah, another interesting development here in the little town of, or shall I say city of West Bend, Wisconsin. I don't know if you can see that sign right there, but I'm at the West Bend Creamery. They recently had a change of ownership, and I plan on coming here for a new for a food review. I haven't done a food review for West Bend Creamery yet. I've been there twice during the old ownership. The first time was okay, the second time was not. And so I want to give these new owners a try, but unfortunately they should be open today, but they are closed. And it says, burst pipe created a water park. We'll be back stronger than before. And then it says, God is good on the bottom. You know, I really want this place to succeed. It's the old Toucans, which was an institution here in West Bend for a long time. Then another company bought Toucans because the, I think it was the Moore family, M-O-H-R, decided to sell. And another family bought it, painted it all these weird colors, started introducing, you know, they had like hamburgers, and then they had shawarma, and they really threw out a curveball into the menu. The food wasn't terrible. I mean, it wasn't great, it wasn't terrible, but we went here one time and we waited, we called, and we were told it was going to be an hour. Now this place here is look at it. I mean, it's ice cream, burgers. Shouldn't take you an hour, okay, to cook food for a family. So we got here about an hour after, when we were told it was going to be in about an hour. We showed up about an hour, and we ended up waiting another 30 minutes for our food. That's 90 minutes for burgers and whatnot from this ice cream, what was called Toucans at the time. So we never visited Toucans again after that, because we were like, what's the point? They ended up buying a place in Port and moving it over to Port Washington, and then this was closed for a little while, and then the original owner opened the West Bend Creamery in 2023. I think it was July. And then like a year later, I heard rumblings that he was selling it already after only a year. And I was like, wow, that's weird. So yeah, he ended up selling it only after having this open for about a year and a half. And now this new owner took over, and this is like their, I don't know, third, fourth week of business, and now they're burst water pipe. It's like, oh my gosh.